A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 12. I'm Ritwika Gupta. It's a special celebrity edition tonight, a segment where we bring you voices from the world of sports and entertainment who also have successful business ventures. From leading the Indian cricket team to making strategic investments across diverse sectors, my guest tonight has seamlessly transitioned from the pitch to the boardroom. On the show tonight, we'll be in conversation with cricketer and entrepreneur Ajinkya Rahane. Also joining us tonight is filmmaker and entrepreneur Karan Johar as we discuss what entrepreneurs can learn from athletes. Ajinkya, welcome to ET Now Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So, our show is called Leaders of Tomorrow, and I always begin by asking my guests what is the definition of leadership for them. So, same goes for you. Tell me what makes for a good leader in today's world. What is your definition of leadership?
I think leadership for me is someone who can understand their teammate, about their personal life, also what is going on in the field, on the field. I can talk about cricket. So for me, it's all about I should know my each and every player, that his personal life, also what's his mind space, and also able to work, do the groundwork for me. I think that is leadership, and also lead from the front. If you're telling something your teammate, I think you should do it. As a captain, as a leader, you should do it. Right. So I think as a leader, it's all about allowing them to on the field play with freedom. Back themselves. If someone is struggling, put a hand on their shoulder. If someone is doing well, and if as a captain, as a leader, if I want him to do well, there are types of player or individual. I think you need to tell them in front of everyone, or there are few players you just talk with them one-on-one and understand their role, what they need to do in the team environment. So for me, it's all about I think understand every individual as a leader and just back them.
Fantastic. So from being the captain of the Indian cricket team to now stepping into the business world with your entrepreneurial ventures, and I understand you have a very diverse portfolio from agriculture to tech. We'll talk about all of them in a bit. But tell me, how do you decide, this is the business you want to invest, not just your money, but also your time in? Is there a criteria that you follow?
So I feel for me, there are two ways I look into it. I think first way is obviously I go as an investor, where I sit back, see what founder is doing, what his team is doing, then get involved. And the second way is go as an investor and also as a brand ambassador to promote the brand, promote the product. So for me, it's all about keeping it simple, because as a cricketer, for me cricket comes first, and then obviously being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But I always look at it in a way that if I go there as a brand ambassador and also as an investor, first thing is if I'm using that product.
Sure.
Or if I'm consuming that product. If that product is really good, then I go talk to a founder, what's his passion, if he's 100% pushing himself to grow that product really well. So I think there are two ways I look into it. First thing, as I said, just sit back as an investor. Because of cricket, I hardly attend board meetings. I don't get time to attend board meetings, but again, I read things. Second way, as I said, go as a brand ambassador, try and see how can I promote the product, which is really good.
Sure.
And then take it forward from there.
All right, so let's start with each of your businesses. I want to first talk about OT. Tell me what excited you about getting into the nutrition space, and what opportunities do you see here really?
See, being a cricketer, being a sports person, I think for us it's important to stay healthy, stay fit.
Yeah.
Oat milk, first time I tried oat milk was in 2015, 2016 in New Zealand. And that's the time I really felt really light on my stomach, and I thought this is a great thing. And since then I started drinking oat milk with my coffee. When idea came to India with OT, I thought this is a great opportunity for me to invest into this brand, because I personally like the brand, personally like to consume oat milk as well. Very healthy nutrition wise, it's very good for your health as well, for your gut. So I thought, why not, invest into a brand, Indian brand, which is again a like-minded for me. My vision and Otis' vision is to again, put out some good ideas, talk about health, talk about, how can we use this for people so that people can be, they can lead a healthier life. So that actually happened from 2015, 2016, when I first drank an oat milk coffee. And
Sure.
then OT came into India, and then I started investing in it.
Wonderful. Now you also have an interest in agriculture. I understand you have a partnership with MCCIA, as well as you have an investment in Krishak Mitra as well. So tell us more about it. And again, what opportunities do you see for businesses, especially smaller businesses in the agriculture sector?
For me, I think agriculture is my passion. I come from a farming family. I said this many times, and conversation started with Akhil, in 2014, 2015, when I was reading about agriculture, farmers, and I thought if I can bring any change, if I can, make any impact, even if it's 1%, it will be really great. For me, this is not about the business. This is agriculture is all about, making an impact on the people, on the farmers as well. So Akhil and I started, my business partner, we started a discussion, conversation, and we met MCCIA, who really helped us, finding out the good agri-tech companies. And Krishak Mitra is one of them. That was the first agri-tech startup we have invested in it. And there are few which we will announce very soon. But again, just want to thank MCCIA for helping us. Before that, I was actually helping farmers. I wasn't announcing it anywhere. It was from my heart, helping farmers. But I thought if I can channelize that in really good thing, if I can make an impact on the farmers and their lives, it will be really great. People from MCCI, Mr. Prashant Girbane, my friend Vikram Sathe, Amit Paranspe, Nilesh Kulkarni, they've been really helpful, and they are also with me. So it's all about like-minded people who are actually looking to, help farmers and their lives as well.
Fantastic. So from nutrition, agriculture, we now move to tech. I understand you have an investment in a startup called Proxgy. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes,
Proxgy.
Proxgy.
And I find it very fascinating because they are into smart wearables for blue-collar workers. So tell us more. I mean, how does it all work? And what really sparked your interest in this?
So I actually entered into Proxy's very later part. The valuation of the company is really, on the higher side now. Few of my friends, they told me about Proxy, and they said this is a very good thing, you should look into it. So I took 4 to 5 months to actually analyze, talk to my friends, my business partners as well. And then I really, finally I thought this will be a very good investment for me. This is a proper business thing, investment point of view. So I think Proxy, you spoke about blue collar thing. Yeah. I think we produce helmets and everything. So it's all about, I think, being safe on the field of workers who actually wear helmets
right.
Wherever. So I think for them, we have the cameras, the GPS system, oxygen level monitors, everything into it. And for me, it's all about, I think, safety, every individual safety. And I thought that was a great thing. Proxy's founder, he initiated that, and that's why I thought this is a very good model for me to get invested in it, and that's why I did it.
All right. And now, of course, talking about Hudl, I just want to understand from you, because you have a background in professional sports, cricket. How important do you think are platforms like Hudl, in terms of really boosting the sports infrastructure in the country, as well as, building communities and really just playing a role in growing the love for sports, within youngsters and the like?
Well, firstly, I'm really happy that Hudl is doing really well. Hudl was my first investment. We started in 2019, just before COVID. And myself and Suhail, Hudl's co-founder, we were discussing other day about how it's growing day by day. After COVID, people wanted to go out and play amateur sports. And it's been really great. Being a sports person, I always tell people to go outside and play sports, whatever sport they like to play. And it's been doing really well. For me, it's so good to see, the centers, all the centers are really booked. We were having a paddle and pickleball event a couple of days back, and it was so good to see people's enthusiasm on that event. And they told me about how Hudl is helping them to go outdoors and play, book a slot and play sport, whatever sport they like, and it's been really great.
All right, nice. So, like I just mentioned in the beginning, right? So you have a diverse portfolio of a lot of things, different sectors. Tell me, do you have any other sectors that you would like to invest in the future, like AI or energy or anything of that sort?
Probably in energy, but at this moment I'm just focusing on this, whatever I have invested in it, because I'm still actively playing cricket. Yeah. For me, that is my passion, first love. So my focus is completely onto cricket at this moment. But let's see. I mean, after 2-3 years down the line, after speaking to my business partner, and we'll see what happens.
Right, and also a common thread that I notice, between all these sectors, among all these sectors, is that they align with your interests, your personal interest very well. So my question would be, how do you then strike a balance between passion and also the business sense, the business aspect of things, like when you're, evaluating your investment decisions, how do you keep both sides balanced?
I think, as I said, agriculture is my passion, but I think before agriculture, cricket is my passion. So my focus is on that. In agricultural investment, it's purely about making an impact, not thinking about the returns or the end result or the what amount of money I will make from that investment. It's all about purely how can I make an impact on farmers' life in agriculture sector. So it's completely about that. In Proxy, there's one more startup I have invested in, I forgot to mention. It's called Gene Path Diagnostics, which is again, they monitor your blood sugar, they monitor different kind of things, and also tells you what kind of food or what proportion you got to eat, which is good for your body. So again, Proxy, Huddle, again, sports is my passion, but apart from agriculture sector, other business are purely onto, I'll be frank, monetary thing. I look into, for me, returns are important. If I make money, if I get returns from the investment, then only I can make an impact or put money into some other sectors. But apart from Proxy, OT and stuff, I think agriculture is purely onto make an impact thing.
Ajinkya, tell me, what lessons from the world of sports, from the world of cricket, are you applying to your entrepreneurial journey?
I think first lesson, I'm still learning, till I play cricket, every day for me it's all about, learning. What can I learn and how can I learn? Yeah. So far, I think resilience and the discipline, I feel, things which I feel is really important. As a sports person and also as a businessman, you got to be really resilient, be patient, whatever you are doing, and most importantly, I think being passionate about whatever you are doing. So I think these are the things which I feel is really important, and I give importance each and every day.
Right. And are you betting big on any of the other sectors? Like you mentioned, you want to actually probably take an interest in energy, but are there any other sectors that you're betting big on, or is it just going to be in the agriculture, nutrition space overall? You
never know. Let's see. I think energy, for me, it's really big. I feel energy will be for the future. AI thing, I don't know yet. I'll have to research more about AI and go into it. But I think energy is the thing. All right. And finally, tell us, what advice would you have for young businesses, young entrepreneurs, who want to make an impact, but also keep their passion alive? How do they maintain that balance? How do they also achieve profits and also keep in mind that okay, this is their passion, and they also need to keep that in mind? So, what advice would you have? I think what I learned from cricket was, again, be disciplined, as I said. I think your attitude, you are not going to make correct decisions all the time. So on the field, if you are set as a batsman, if you are going to get 20 not out, 30 not out, then make it count. So as a businessman also, I feel you are not going to make correct decisions all the time. Yeah. But whichever businesses you are getting involved in or investing in it, and you think if it's doing well, give more than 100%, probably 200%, and go completely into it. So you got to be really focused, whatever you are doing in your life, be it it's a sports or a business. I think discipline, as I said, and right attitude. In cricket, we say never give up. So it's always about, believe in yourself, never give up, and have that right attitude. Fantastic. Well, it was lovely chatting with you, Ajinkya. Thank you so much for being here with us on ET Now Leaders of Tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you. It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.